His car's starting to smell exhaust.
Who is it?
Open your door. It's a robot. Hello.
Oh, hello.
Who is that?
Hi, Jeremy. Come on in. John.
Can I come in?
Most certainly. Thank you for coming over. I appreciate you making time for my incredibly serious studio visit.
Do you always have bubble wrap like that?
Yeah, it's great. It's for furniture. You can sit on that. There's I have a Rick. Just lives there.
Yeah. Not looking too good. So, what do we have here? What's going on? What are we looking at?
I just finished working on probably the largest batch of artwork I've ever made. I was trying to process what I wanted to make a body of work about, and I got offered the show within the same calendar year that I had it, so I thought, man, I better like design this fairly quickly, and then, you know. So I started doing sketches, and everything I started drawing was based on everything anyone was talking about. And I don't know if anyone watching this had any conversations in America in like January and February, but it was pretty bleak. The fucking grand scare tactic of our economy had settled in, and all anyone ever talked about was just how fucked things were about to be, or how fucked they were, or a combination of the two, and it really just kind of weighed on me heavily. And I make most of my artwork about, like, I mean, occasionally I'll do it about something I read or a film I saw or something historic, but for the most part it's about things that happen to people I know, or things I heard about, or a headline I read, or, you know, like real things that happen to real people translated into like goofy funny animal symbol world. And I don't know, it's a nice way for me to like break down fairly heavy topics in kind of like a lighter subject, as far as like using animals instead of like, you know, a person who's totally distraught. You can draw a really sad pig and it's somehow like, I don't know, a little more digestible. I don't know, in my backyard I had a lot of chipmunks and a lot of squirrels growing up. And I always thought, like, I wonder if the squirrels pick on the chipmunks because they're so much bigger, you know, like. And then I thought, when it comes down to it, and there's only like 7 nuts in the tree, and it's like the end of the season, and they're fucking all trying to like make their stockpile bigger so their family gets fat or whatever when they're in the off nut season or whatever. Fucking would suck to be a chipmunk, you know? Like, fuck fighting a squirrel when you're fucking way smaller and red and like way cuter, you know? Like, squirrels are kind of badass. Lofty goal, or like unrealistic goal, I guess, to think that like I could digest all these stories of people's hardship and somehow find a happy ending, which there isn't. But I guess from too many years of children's books or like storytelling. I always like there to be a happy ending, or at least a conclusion. And with this body of work, it's more just about struggle. And there is no like, whether or not they come out on the other end of the storm better for it, I don't know. Check back in like a couple years. Because at the moment, all I'm finding is like stormy weather and people like holding their umbrella as hard as they can and trying not to let the wind blow them over. But I don't know. Don't know if I found a happy ending yet. Don't know if there is one. Actor is like the little silhouette of like a rabbit all stretched out.
Then
like
the
running.
Lungha drags on the ground.
Well,
so
no,
he
not at that
knows
point. The
how to, like,
Lungha is fully stretched out, but when he's parked, you know, he's got a little extra Lungha hanging
I remember.
around.
When I
One of these
first
action
texted
strips
Lungha.
sways from side to side. It's
If
kind
I
of
hadn't already finished the titles, I would have titled that
Lungha.
Baggy Lungha.
massive lungha.
Yeah, dangerously saggy Lungha. I remember the first time I tripped over my Lungha.
Gravitational lungha.
Fucking quit looking at my Lungha would have been a good name for it. Figures that you're like looking at all my stuff and the only comment you make is like, dude, he has huge balls. That's
Oh,
so...
yeah, from further back.
No, yeah, I see where you think maybe that's testicles, and I feel like that's a technical error on my